everyone, welcome back to another episode of Cajun Kitchen. Firstly, Merry Christmas to everyone. Hope everyone had a great time. I know I did. So today, when I've got a few days off work, I'm going to be doing a beer can chicken cooked with couscous and veg. And I'm going to be trying that in a new bargain fire pit I got yesterday at a local garden centre. So looking forward to giving it its first burn. So stay tuned. See you soon. So for our ingredients list today, to go with the chicken, we're going to have some olive oil, some salt, pepper. I'm going to stuff it with some lemons. I'm going to use some Cajun rub, just a little bit, just a dusting. Tin foil, your favourite lager, beer, whatever you've got really. We're going to steam that in our sort of beer can cast iron pan. So the chicken will sit on top of this. I'll show you this process in a bit. It's very cool. And then we're going to do some couscous with our prunes and apricots. Just chopped up, just throwing them in the air. And then a little bit of asparagus, just because, just something green. And that's it. So let's get ourselves prepped and we'll get the fire started. So let's get this fire lit. So what I've got in there is a little bit of charcoal with some this wood. What I'll do is just get an end on there. Good. A little bit of kindling on there. Wait that to take, and then we'll get some bigger bits on there. And then we'll be ready to prep our chicken. Let's go. So this is the fire pit I got yesterday. Really good buy actually. So reduced from 450 quid to 100 quid. Can't go wrong really. Right place, right time. Something lovely about an open fire though. Can't beat it. So let's go. Let's prep this chicken. So first thing I'm going to do is take some olive oil. Just give that a nice drizzle over. Just give it a rub in. I want this sort of everywhere. So a nice rub all over. Okay, now gloves off because they're covered. And then what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to put salt and pepper. Not too much because I'm also going to put some rub on it as well. Okay, and then rub, as I say, I'm going for this Cajun seasoning. Sort of a nice amount. So don't worry if it makes too much of a mess. Under the arms. Okay, now that's our chicken, and then what we have then is our pan. So this is a cast iron sort of take on a beer can chicken. Okay, what you do, take your lager or beer or cider, in fact anything you fancy, and then all we're going to do, this topper here, we're going to pour in our beer. Now, in essence, what this should be doing then is when this warms up, it'll season, steam up inside the cavity of the chicken and season it. Okay, now, what I'm also going to be doing, need a bigger kitchen, is just going to take a lemon. And what I'm going to do is just cut this into quarters because I also want to just put one in the top. And then our cavity of our chicken, we put over. Okay, let's sit on the chicken as best we can. Okay, don't worry if any spills over into the bottom of the pan, it's all going to heat up. Now with the rest of this chicken, rest of this lemon, sorry, what I'm going to be doing is just putting that around the bottom. Okay, just because I really like that that flavour of sort of lemon chicken. Now, what I'm going to attempt to do, originally my thought was to have a bucket. Stupidly, I bought a galvanised bucket rather than a stainless bucket. Obviously, galvanised can give off toxic fumes when it's heated up. So, what I'm going to go for now is try and wrap it. So I'm going to do this a couple of times because I want it to, essentially sort of steam inside. So almost like in, an oven. As neat as I can. I'll put another wrap over the top on the other side. Okay. I'll get this done and then we'll be ready for our fire. As soon as we've got a nice bed of coals, we can get that going. So there we go. So put that on the coals, let that steam up into the middle of the chicken, cook through. Towards the end of the cook then I would take this tin foil off and let it get some colour. So stay tuned. Here's the dodgy bit now. So the fire's taken nice. So what I'm going to be taking to do, I need a place to be able to put the pan. So what I'm going to try and do is to try and move this now into a bit of a circle. So I can put the pan in the middle, but obviously keep the fire going as I go along. So let's grab some bits. Hopefully this will work out well. Smoking like a trooper. So I'll keep moving the coals to the middle for the pan to sit on. Keep the fire going around the outside, and then fingers crossed. That should be a good cooking method. Fingers crossed. So hopefully something like that. So going quite nice now. It's all taken. Let this burn down. Just keep it topped up, and then it should be ready for my chicken. So I think we're ready to go. As you see, I've sort of moved it around as much as I can. Nice bed of coals in the middle. That's what I'm going to do. Get that on the coals. And then sort of rearrange now around to start hopefully steaming through, getting it cooked up. I'm realistically going to say about an hour and a half, I think. I am going to temperature check it every now and again. The aim now is just keep the fire built up around, but keep it spaced enough so it doesn't damage any of the tin foil. And then, yeah, I'll check on it every now and again. Fingers crossed. God, listen to that sizzle. Beautiful. So it's been on for about 45 minutes now. I'm going to give it an hour, so I'm going to give it another 15 minutes, and then I'm going to temperature check it. I won't show you guys what it looks like until it's ready. But I've moved the fire slightly out, so I can get the smoke out. Added some more wood. Temperature-wise, I'm really happy with the fire. Just hope the chicken is cooking. Looks great though. So our chicken is coming along very, very nicely. It's pretty much ready now. So what I've done is taken the tin foil off just to get a bit of colour onto the top part of the skin. Looking great though, really impressed. So I'm gonna be prepping the couscous. So what I have in here is 225 ml of water. I've also put a chicken stock cube because I like doing it in chicken stock rather than just water. And then what I'm going to do is top that up with a bit of apricot and prune. If anyone's seen my other videos, I've done this before. Something that I really enjoy. Just like that little bit of bite that the apricots and the prunes give. I mean, the prunes especially, because they're almost, you know, they're sticky. Give a lovely taste. So I'm going to get this prepped, and then what I'm going to do when the chicken comes off to rest, I'm then going to put the pan on for the stock and get that cooking. So stay tuned, and I'll see you shortly. So our chicken is ready. It's off the fire. So the big reveal. Look at that. I'm extremely happy with that. It's cooked perfect temperature. So I'm going to leave the tin foil on. I'm going to give that a good sort of 20 minutes to rest while I get the couscous and the asparagus ready. So our chicken stock is boiling away. So now we can go ahead and add our couscous. Just going to give that a stir, make sure all them juices are soaked up. Going to let that sort of simmer for a couple of minutes and then take it off, cover it and leave it. Great and sort of plump up. Just for the asparagus, I put a ton of water in there just so it can steam away, and then I'll add another butter when they're ready to go. Looking beautiful. Asparagus is very nearly there. I'm going to go in with a little bit of butter. Who doesn't like asparagus with butter? Get them all ready to go. That'd be beautiful. And then we'll be ready to serve up. So let's get this some of this chicken cut. I must admit, I am so pleased with it. It looks great. That is beautiful. My hands. So you can see, and look at that. That is juicy, succulent. Very pleased. Let's get dished up. What I am going to do as well with the couscous. So couscous is ready, all individual grains. And then literally all I'm going to do for the last sort of 20 seconds, 30 seconds, is just put the apricot and prunes in. They're really sticky. Cover that back up while I'm dishing the rest up. They'll warm through. And then we're good to go. Our chicken's plated up. Our couscous is now ready. Let's put a couple of spoonfuls of that on. May not look the most elegant, but I guarantee it'll taste great. And then our asparagus. Really nicely toasted with that butter. And there we go, guys. I am very pleased with that. So I'm gonna have a taste because I'm itching to try this chicken. I mean, that is just so tender and juicy. Making such a mess. Honestly incredible. Beautiful. Got just a little bit of crunch, which is nice. I want a bit of everything. Yeah, and lovely. So, I'm now going to go and get a beer and thoroughly enjoy this. So guys, thank you very much for joining me again for another video. I hope you enjoyed this one. I really did, to be honest. This fire pit is superb, really enjoyable. So happy with the way the chicken come out. Honestly, it's so juicy. Worth doing. I know there's a bit of a faff moving the fire about and that, but you stick with it, it's really, really good. So as it's the 30th of December now, I'd like to raise a toast and say thank you for joining me. Hopefully there's big things to come, some better videos and things in the new year. But everyone have a great new year, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.